Hello, welcome back to Ascending Without Wings. My name is Raina, and this is the Leo weekly reading for the 14th to the 20th of January 2019. Welcome, and please feel free to like, share, or subscribe if that is what you wish to do. And yeah, let's just see what Arch Angel Michel has to tell us about this week. I do apologize, the readings are a little bit late. It's actually the 15th in Australia, and it's the 14th in the States. So I'm hoping that I kind of got in enough time, but I'll be finishing these off tonight. Thank you. All right. So, first energy oracle we have for the week is the thinking man. The thinking man, he's thinking very deeply about that crystal that he's holding. It's very precious to him. This is something that's very, very close to your heart. Like, this could be thinking of a person, this could be thinking about a project, this could be thinking about friendship, something that is carries a lot of sentimental value to you and is, I just feel a really very deep, loving energy with the way he's gazing at that crystal. Yeah. Whatever it is, even if it's a hobby, he just absolutely lives for it. Yeah. That's a really, really beautiful energy. I will get more into it when I pull the tarot. So the second card we have for this week, not so fortunate energy, deceit. So this can be deceit of self, like lying to yourself about a situation. No, it's not as bad as it seems, because it is as bad as it seems. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be having that thought. Trust me, I say this because I've been there. However, this could also be other people trying to get the better of you for whatever reason. Sometimes people do some sad and unfortunate things without much thought being put into it. So I feel like sort of immature kind of actions can come across as quite deceitful, and it may be intentional, it may not be. I think you just have to use your intuition and discernment on that, but I will pull some cards to clarify that in a moment, and we can get into that. But how beautiful and perfect that leading up to the total lunar eclipse on the 20th and the 21st, we have this card, and it's the third card, so it's going on the tail end of the week. Now, this eclipse, my friend, for my lovely Leos out there, is going to be quite intense and quite big. Especially like with tarot and stuff, when you're sort of tuning into energies and things like that. When an event that is about to take place on the last day of this period that this reading is for, or the day after it, that depends on where you live. It's an intense energy, and it's making its mark on your existence, or at least your psyche. Goddess of the moon. This is like divine feminine energy on steroids. But divine feminine energy is flooding the earth anyway at the moment, which is really a beautiful thing because we need it. This full moon is going to be big in maybe a few ways, maybe one way, but I feel like your ascension is about to level up, and you're gonna, within like a few weeks after the eclipse, you will sort of start seeing the shifts in what's happened for you. And okay, so you fly out. Okay, Jamaica. Do we have winners from left to right? 3 per energy oracle? Okay. Okay. So, okay, you might going to leave out the third for deceit. Place it like that. Whoa. Okay, Japan. Are these two clarifiers in the right position? Sorry, perfectionist in me. Okay, I don't like they have the final two clarifiers for what does it mean? Oh, and 52 is the number on it, and that comes down to a 7, which is a highly spiritual number. So, oh, very, very ascension related, my friend. Correct clarifiers in the correct positions, or facing the way they should. Thank you. All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just like chuckling because how I said when I was looking at this that whatever he's thinking about, it could be a person, could be whatever. That there's a lot of very deep, deep, deep love there. Like, yeah. That's a soulmate connection right there, my friend. So I'm feeling that. The first card that clarifies it is the 8 of Wands, the card of communication. Back and forth communication, electronic communication, could be long distance communication. Doesn't have to be, but definite communication. Could be even text messages, Facebook, anything. There are many forms of communication, my friends. But how I feel like this thinking man, whether it be you or somebody who is thinking about you, will be communicating with somebody that their entire focus is on. Like, it's almost like their world revolves around this person. So, my friends, if you're getting communication from someone who can't seem to leave you alone all of a sudden, this could be this energy playing out for you. However, let's move on to the next card. The next card is one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. It's the Star. Deep, deep, deep healing. Like, this could be ancestral healing, past life healing, childhood healing, any form of healing. Healing for the collective, even. If you should, yeah, we all take turns doing some healing for the collective. It's just a natural part of how things work. We all, take on the load once in a while. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Because, our higher dimensional selves are very unity consciousness, very loving and very evolved. So this healing that we have to do, it's just to get rid of the baggage from the density of the 3D paradigm that we've had for all this time. And we're literally at a stage where the ages are actually shifting. We're going from like unawakened dark era to the golden age where, it's the age of Aquarius. It's a bad example, but going from hell to heaven, that's pretty much it. And this is releasing the baggage that needs to go. And a strong suggestion that I say to everybody that's going through any form of healing or purging, Saint Germain and the violet flame, it's as simple as just asking him to encase you in a violet flame of transmutation and healing, to help you release the energies, emotions, whatever it is that you're going through, memories, whatever karmic ties there are, things like that. The violet flame is very, very powerful at transmuting and healing. That, and also the violet flame mantra, which is, I am a being of the violet fire. I am the purity God desires. And just saying that 3 times, like in groups of 3. You can say it as many times as you like, or as few times as you like. I say it at least 3 times a day. Sometimes I get enthusiastic and say it 9 times. It's like my morning procedures. And also, the little I am presence one that I know is, I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. And you say that 3 times. And seriously, like, that's like plugging into, I don't know, to the consciousness of the rest of the world. It's really weird. Like, I can't really explain it, but it's kind of, you're tuned into the energy of people, places, and things. And it's like places seem more alive than they have before, because you're sort of all of a sudden are aware of and sensing and feeling this energy that you had never really noticed or had been around, I guess you can say, before, because the energies are so dense and stuff. And at the moment, the frequency on Earth is just going up, 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 which is beautiful. That's what we want, right? Oh, this is an unfortunate card to be the last one clarifying the thinking man. Because I'm thinking, okay, this is somebody that's been thinking about you, like pining over you, wants to see you, wants to be near you. They're communicating with you. This communication is bringing about healing. I feel like this is definitely a twin flame dynamic, because I know a lot of twin flames are on the verge of coming back into union, and this union means very much the what is it? Ace of Swords energy. I like to call it divinely inspired truth, the truth that cuts below the belt and leaves you bleeding on the floor, metaphorically speaking. Sorry to be a bit vile there, but basically, I take offense to that kind of thing. But the healing is required. The healing isn't part of your plan. It's all been contracted before you came down here. However, the end result of all of this is somebody gets quite unsure of themselves and taken back by the situation. Because if you're finding out that what you believe for whatever time frame of your life about somebody that you thought you had a very deep connection with, and they were possibly something presenting themselves as somewhat more wholesome than they may have been, and you find out certain ugly truths that can be taking a little bit of a battering to the self-esteem. It can be a little bit unfortunate, because that does hurt, that kind of thing. Okay, but I also feel that this could be this person, because their communication isn't accomplishing what they want. Like, they want to be near you, but they're just communicating with you in the 801. So then they're resorting to spying on you, whether that be on social media, or if they live in your area, and if they know your whatever. I'm not saying that people are being like stalkers. I'm just saying, if somebody's trying to communicate with you to open a doorway back into your life, and you're kind of a bit neutral, and you're not not biting the bait, basically, and you're not opening that door with open arms, kind of thing. This person, out of almost a bit of frustration or desperation, I guess you could call it, is like, well, I want to see, what's going on. And I think it's a very innocent and like sincere. I just want to see them. Like, I just want to see them once. And trust me, I know that feeling. And when you just craving the sight of a person, yeah, this can be quite intense and kind of bit uncomfortable at times as well. Michael, did I get all of the messages you wanted? All right, so moving on to the not so fun part. Deceit card is accompanied by the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Ugh, yuck. Unpleasant mental energy, like overthinking to the point of exhaustion, stress, not sleeping well. Just sleeping, but your brain is constantly at war within itself with so many thoughts, and stewing things over and just not being able to let things go. This is a very anxious, unable to calm your mind down energy. Really unfortunate. But the Four of Swords is actually the card that tells you you need to take time out, meditate, have a sleep in, go away for a weekend if you have to, go get a massage, Epsom salt bath, all of those things that sort of nurture and care for your body, because it's kind of like you're burning the candles at both ends, and it's starting to catch up with you, and you have to pull the plug for a moment and have a rest, call a time out for yourself. Otherwise, that's you giving resistance to what's naturally unfolding for you, and that will probably result in a little bit of being unwell. Last time I did that, I had a head cold for about 3 weeks. It wasn't fun, but it's ascension symptoms related. We're going through shifts. Our DNA is shifting. Our cellular structure is even changing. We're going to crystalline bodies, and we're embodying so much more light than we ever have in the history of humanity, basically. So the human body is going through quite an intense transformation, and it is a transformation. We're, physically changing. What other word can you have for that? Metamorphosis is a word, I know. I like how it sounds. It sounds very snooty. I'll carry on with the cards. Now, I don't know why I jumped to the Four of Swords. It was kind of the most intense energy there, I guess. So yes, please, guys, do whatever you have to do to try and shut your mind down. Like, go for a walk at the beach. Like, do something. Go to the gym and do a little workout so that when you get home at night, your brain's not so wired and your body's actually tired. Yes, I rhyme. Accidental. Yeah, basically, like, if you can't sleep, like even something like yoga or stretching just before you go to bed, that can be enough to relax your body and sort of help you sleep, especially when it's a bit tricky. I've been having that myself at the moment, so I know what it's about. Now, Two of Swords. Indecision, but indecision because you don't have all the facts. You don't know, you can't see the full picture. And seeing the moon again in this, I feel like the moon, the eclipse is huge. Like, it's causing some major shifts. It's causing us to release whatever is no longer required for the journey ahead so that we can lighten the load and get on with it. Because we got work to do, people. It really is like crunch time. I get random visions, and in September last year, I had a vision of the 100. Like, it's basically like a field that, as far as the eye can see, there's basically a field of soldiers getting ready. So to me, I knew it was 144,000 light workers, or light warriors, and they're putting their armor on, getting ready for battle. Now, I think it was on the 9th or the 8th, possibly, I'm not sure. I had another vision, which was that same field of warriors actually marching into battle. And that, like, it made my belly tremble in a way, because it was just like, oh my God, shit just got real. Like, people listen to the channelings and the messages and stuff like that, and you're getting the promptings from your own team to crank up your service work and all of that. And then you look at the big picture and you're kind of like, okay, we really are doing this. Like, the training wheels are off, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's a very interesting time, and I feel like that can be kind of overwhelming for some. That could be what's playing out. That's why we're talking about it, probably. And deceiving yourself, refusing to see all the facts, refusing to see reason. Like, some people, when they have an opinion, that's it. They don't care. No matter how much you present a very logical, very no-brainer kind of argument to them to possibly, shift perspective or whatever, it just won't happen, because they're so good at deceiving themselves, like deceiving others, that they deceive themselves as well. Like, people that believe a lie so well that it just becomes a truth. That kind of an energy. And I don't mean to be mean. I'm not saying that you guys are like that. I think all human beings have a tendency to sometimes be a bit invested in the outcome that we prefer. That's freaking human nature, really. As part of the ascension process, we learn to control, well, not control, but we actually kind of lose it through the ascension process, because you keep elevating your frequency and the love vibration doesn't allow for that. So maybe just take some time out. Like, look after yourself. Manicure, pedicure, haircut, all of it. Have a package deal and feel like $1 million when you walk out at the end of the day. You deserve it. And if you think you don't deserve it, then you are lying to yourself, and that's where the deceit is. Okay, so last card that we have with deceit is the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the world, but he's a long-term investment. There are dividends to be had at the end of this very long and painfully slow journey. However, there's a bit of deceit there, so maybe we're thinking that it's going to be a snap and it's going to be, oh, good. No, this is a long-term investment, my friend. You are not going to see the kind of returns that you want to in a short term. Like, you're not going to see it for me, short term would be 3 to 5 years. 5 years is a bit of a stretch, but 3 to 4 years, how's that? So it could be a very long journey, but you're onto a good thing, and you step forward in faith, my friend. Like, we're all on divine missions, and don't lie to yourself. Like, you cannot do any wrong. Like, why would you want to do that? Because you're exhausted. It's kind of like you're burning candles at both ends, and you're getting exhausted because you're kind of trying to balance a 3D self and a 5D inner world, and it's kind of hard. And unrealistic expectations are coming into the picture, which is where the deceit is. All right, let's move into the last card, the Goddess of the Moon. Love it. Okay, oh my god. All right, so this eclipse is bringing about completion of a major life cycle of some description. It could be a major stage of your ascension, which I strongly believe it would be, especially since it's eclipse related. It's very, very spiritual. But this can also represent like a long trip. But I really, like in this case, I really feel like it is leveling up and graduation day big time, because it's linked with the Goddess of the Moon. And yeah, more so. Right. Goddess of the Moon, the World, and King of Pentacles. Okay, so you have graduated. You've learned how to balance the spiritual and the physical, and embodied the King of Pentacles, because he does exactly that. He's not of this world, but in it. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong, probably. But yeah, basically a high vibrational person who's 5D in all aspects, but they're walking around and interacting in 3D, basically. That's the point I'm trying to make. But very abundant person, very grounded, very loving. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So this is your energy. Ugh, sorry, wrong reading. I apologize. I should look at what I'm doing, shouldn't I? So yes, Taurus energy right there for you. So could be a partner as well. Like, this is a divine masculine figure as well. So divine masculine doesn't mean male. It's someone that embodies a predominantly masculine energy. So yeah, something major has ended, and it's kind of like, give yourself a pat on the back and have a little meal to celebrate it or something. Like, it's one of those things that you should actually sort of take a moment to give yourself credit, because you've come a very long way and you've leveled up and you're doing great. Yeah. As soon as I said you're doing great, I see the eagle's face. So it's kind of like, you're soaring, my friend. You really are. On your ascension and your evolution, you're doing amazing. It really is a beautiful energy. Like, I feel a lot of, some major sense of pride oozing into my heart chakra from Archangel Michel right there for you. And yeah, he's told me how proud he is of all of us, as well as me, on occasions. And it's pretty amazing, because dude, if we're here on the lightworker journey or the twin flame journey, we are warriors with hearts of lions, my friends. Like, we took on a journey that's like, not for the faint of heart, okay? That's all I'm going to say. And yeah, just some of the things that have happened so far for some of us, and some of the things that are coming to, like, I'm being guided and I've been given information about certain things to do with my own twin flame journey. And it's kind of like, preparing you for the worst. It's going to be really emotional, so, be prepared to not cry. Cry now if you have to, but be prepared not to cry at the time. It's almost that, like, a cheeky, smart-ass kind of energy from my team, and they know I love that, and it's all good. Anyway, moving on. This eclipse. Graduation day, you are the Knight of, well, you have the Knight of Pentacles / the Divine Masculine in your energy, or you are him or her. And because of this leveling up, you're pretty much waiting for your ships to come in. You know that you've put in a lot of work. You know that this eclipse is an intense, powerful thing, and that whatever level up that you've done and whatever gains you've made as far as soul gifts and things like that are concerned, whatever it may be, like the different stages of everyone's ascension brings about different things, and the astrological energy sometimes play a part as well. So, you might get access to your Akashic records, or the collective consciousness Akashic records and things like that in meditation. Who knows? It's whatever's been planned for you by your soul before you came here. But it's, this. Like, you've had your leveling up, the intense eclipse energies have been felt well and truly, but you're like floating on air because you know how far you've come and you're doing good. King of Pentacles, very, very stable, quite comfortable in their own skin, knows what they're worth. Oh, this is definitely for a light worker. Knows what they're worth. Doesn't have a problem with charging for their spiritual services, ladies and gentlemen, because at the end of the day, everything in the universe is an exchange of energy. There has to be an exchange of energy for any interaction. Someone says hello to you, say hello back. That's an exchange of energy, is it not? The universe is quite simple. We complicate it. That's my theory anyway. I'm feeling that way at the moment. Archangel Michael. Have I got all the messages? Okay. So, Heart and Soul Oracle, yeah. Heart and Soul Oracle is the order of the day for the Oracle cards. Ooh, record time. I'm really pleased with the time for this reading. I aim to do like half an hour readings. I've been doing 1 hour readings. This will be my first half decent time. And I know I should probably take it for granted because they fell out, but yeah, always on the safe side. Correct. Okay. So beautiful. This card. I don't know if you can see it properly. Okay, it says that you are dearly loved is an eternal truth, for in the grand cosmic scheme of things, only love is real, and only love will remain. Only love will remain forever within our hearts. Love does not judge you, it just unconditionally loves you. It is the true wisdom of consciousness. Seek shelter in love, and you shall hear the song of spirit and be guided by its sacred sound. Sorry, I just get a bit. Yeah. Anyway, this is your lovely card, and it says something will be revealed in a dream or through someone you trust. The information sheds light on something that has remained hidden from you for some time. Suddenly, the missing piece of the puzzle appears, and you're able to see the bigger picture. Yeah, very nice. Okay, my lovely Leos, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. I'll be doing a reading for the solar lunar eclipse because I feel these energies are quite to put it nicely. Oh my god, I feel like putting one more card for you guys. I feel slack. Archangel Michael, pull one yours. Thought so. Great minds think alike, Sorry, I'm actually like a bit of a dork at the moment. Right, Archangel Michael, what do you have for our beautiful Leos out there this week? Oh my god. I feel like it's the first one that hit the floor. Is this the correct one? Yay! Yes, starting to trust my intuition way more, and I should just rely on it. It says, focus upon divine and perfect health. The little prayer, it says, God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. There you are. So yeah, like positive thinking and affirmations, like people have healed themselves just through faith and a few practices. And affirmations are a form of sound therapy and affirmation because you're hearing it as well as sending the vibration out of the words into the universe. So I will end it on that note and say, have a wonderful week, my lovely Leos, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.